Dipankar, hello.
Yeah, hello. I think we are live. I'll just check from my other device. Yeah, Aabhaas, so we are live.
Hmm.
So we'll just wait a
Just that.
while for people to trickle in, then we'll begin.
Yeah.
हेलो। अच्छा, आप नीचे हो? अच्छा, ठीक है, ठीक है। भाई सुन, एक हेल्प करेगा क्या? मेरा खाना नीचे आया है। दे आई पे यू। नीचे झंडे के पास होगा। एमएनसी से रोल होगा। कोई भी चलेगा। तू चले जाएगा, चले जाओ। नीचे एक बंदा है, वो और अगर ले रहे हो तो वहां पे जाके ले लो। मुझे बस 5 मिनट कुछ बातें करनी है इंट्रो में, उसके बाद से Hey guys, we'll be starting at 9:10. So make sure that all your teammates have joined. So, hey guys, we'll begin now. So, welcome to Parakh 3.0. This is our third edition of our annual flagship quizzing event, just conducted by the Quiz Club of IIT Patna. So, this year we have 6 quizzes lined up for you all, which you must have seen in the schedule. So, today we will be kicking off Parakh with the M.E.L.A quiz, which will be conducted by, of course, Aabhaas Dasgupta. And then tomorrow we'll have few more quizzes, which you can, of course, register. There's a link in the description. You just click on the link and you'll get the schedule of the entire Parak this season. So I think that's all from my end, and over to you, Abbas. You can begin.
Hey guys, am I audible? Can can someone just say on the chat if I'm audible? Anything? Hello guys. Hello. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. I think chat पे I'm audible. So there is few seconds ka lag, so we'll take that. So thank you Dipanshu for the brief. So we'll begin without much ado. So welcome to the quiz. This is the M.E.L.A quiz for Parak. So I am Aabhaas Dasgupta. So brief about me. I was a BTech from NIT Warangal. Then I worked for 2 years and now I'm pursuing my MBA from M.E.L.A, right? Quizzing is a very big passion for me. I like conducting quizzing. I like participating in quizzing. And apart from that, I like making questions around things that are simple, things that are known to everyone. So I hope the quiz is like that. So this is a M.E.L.A quiz. So let's begin. We'll tell the rules. I think forms hai, teams hai, sab kuch hai. And just before we begin, कुछ भी doubts हो, please चैट पे लिखना एंड प्लीज आंसर मत लिखना दैट्स रिक्वेस्ट एनीवे सो या लेट्स बिगिन acknowledgements so to quiz club IIT Patna for giving me the opportunity and to all the participants. And yeah, so let's start with the rules. So So 20 questions with each first, second, third, and fourth question being from music, entertainment, literature, and arts respectively. So first is music, fifth is music, aisa karke. Simple rules. 1 point for each correct answer, no negatives. Question 1 to 15 are tiebreakers. Blanks are indicative everywhere. Bolded parts are the major hints. Question numbers and certain text will always help. Think simple, don't overthink. Top 8 teams in final, and don't Google. We have enough Google traps, so please don't. So without further ado, we'll just start with the quiz. Last advice, enjoy. Let's begin, guys. So let's begin. Question number 1. So this is a clip from MTV Hustle where the singer aptly sings a song about his roots. He does this by combining his rap with a song from a 2012 cult Bollywood movie. Which song is this? Whose background music can be heard to? I just need a song name. मैं कभी video बजाऊंगा. Just tell me what happens later after this.
चलो बताएं तुम्हें एक समाचार और तोड़े तुम्हारे विकृत विचार देसी लड़का आज देसी बातें जिला दरभंगा है राज्य बिहार साए साए आंधी का कोई झोंका धाए धाए शब्दों से कई ठोका लगते जिगर थोड़ी रख सबर आए मंच पे हम नाम सलोका पुत्र को जहां बुद्धि मिली थी बिस्मिल्लाह खान की कलाकारी विद्यापति की कविताएं सुन सभी महाकवि भी करे चाकरी तुम्हें पता है क्या कितनी भाषाएं क्या संस्कृति जो करते परिभाषा अबे जड़ बुद्धि थोड़ा गूगल कर ले जाके पढ़ ले हमारा इतिहास.
So we have played the song. I'll explain. So this is first question. So from Patna. So this guy is talking about his roots from this region, and he talks a lot about his region, his roots, etc. And after this, a song from this 2012 cult Bollywood movie follows. Very apt song. So just tell me which song is this? Just need the name of a song. इसके बाद कौन सा song आता है? Very apt question to start the quiz. So just need a song name. जिसका बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक लाइक आई थिंक थोड़ा लैग भी हो सकता है बट बेसिकली द बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक वाज एविडेंट बट उसके बिना भी यू कैन जस्ट गेट फ्रॉम द हिंट्स सो जस्ट नीड द नेम ऑफ अ सॉन्ग आई विल प्ले वंस अगेन एंड देन विल
चलो बताएं तुम्हें एक समाचार और तोड़े तुम्हारे विकृत विचार देसी लड़का आज देसी बातें जिला दरभंगा है राज्य बिहार साए साए आंधी का कोई झोंका धाए धाए शब्दों से कई ठोका लगते जिगर थोड़ी रख सबर आए मंच पे हम नाम सरोका पुत्र को जहां बुद्धि मिली थी बिस्मिल्लाह खान की कलाकारी विद्यापति की कविता सुन सभी महाकवि भी करे चाकरी.
So I'll explain. So for those who are not comfortable with Hindi, I'll explain. He's talking a lot about his cities, his state, Bihar, and then the next song is evident. So don't need to get what is exactly spoken in this rap, but the fact is, all these hints should help you to the next thing. So we'll move on to question 2. So first is music. Next, go to entertainment. As part of a youthful celebration, Google did a feature recently where if you search a certain word, you get an icon of a walkie-talkie on the screen. And if you click on it, a sound comes ready. The screen then gets covered with some things. So what is this celebration about? What whitish objects does the screen get covered with? If you get one, you should get automatically the other. The first one should be very obvious. And if you know the context, then what white objects do the screen get covered with? Two words answer. First answer one word, second answer one word. Simple, straightforward question. Enough hints in the questions, I'll say. It's very recent, very topical. What is this context and what are these whitish objects? So we move to question 3. 2 parts here, and all the 2 parts just please write in comma. Comma deke just give. First part, second part. Question 3. this is a guy talking about the inspiration for a song. I have been always with a bit obsessed with a work. I really dug deep into the dash and its author dash dash. A lot of people thought he was the devil. He had a huge problem with church, etc. His work is about the failed revolution against the Church of England, which is Satan's failed revolution on earth. So all this thing this guy is telling, and what's more incredible is the failed revolution, which literary work from around 350 years ago in Britain is this based on. So the work that I need, it's a literary work. It's, you can say, novel, novella, whatever. And if you can see first sentence में जो two blanks है, that's the name of the work. So rough size वहां से मिल जाएगा. You have a theme for the work. It's a literature question. You have a theme for the work. You have the location. You have the timeline, and you have a blank size. Two-worded work name. Very, very popular. Quickly repeating again, this is about devil, some Satan, etc., etc. It's an old work. What work from literature is this? Moving to question, should we fill the first two blanks? Name of author नहीं चाहिए. Jyotsna was name of author नहीं चाहिए. Two blanks are the work का name, like Harry Potter वैसा. I need a two-worded work का name. No need for the author name. Author name बाद में है. I don't need. So moving to question number 4. Fernando Botero is the most famous artist from his country in Latin America. In this painting, he has imagined the scene of one of the most iconic images ever from his home city, an event which had worldwide repercussions. Which city does he belong to? And what event is this, which also has a pop culture reference in the last decade? Image follows. I'll stay on the image. Just tell me which city does he belong to, jahan pe all this was happening. And secondly, what is this image of? Like what scene or what real life thing is happening in this image? Just need one or two keywords. One or two keywords would do. What has he drawn basically? Very iconic, very important something. Yeah, the hints are, I'll stay for 5 seconds, then I'll go back to the text. So hints are, it is from Latin America. It's a very famous, infamous city. So I need a city name, half point. And what is the context? जो हो रहा है इस photo में, half points. And since some of you have asked, I'll just inform. We'll have a very quick rerun, like checking करने के लिए. But इसी में, like जो भी है पूछ लो. But we'll have a quick rerun, like where we'll stay for like 10 seconds each in every question. City name, yeah, Nikunj. City name and what the picture signifies. Simple, straightforward. One or two words मुझे चाहिए क्या हो रहा है picture में. Obviously proper nouns चाहिए. And second, first part में city name. We'll move to question number 5. ये M.E.L.A का एक set हो गया. We'll again go to M music. Many apps like Facebook have opened a procedure by which you can click on link to a website. It does not open on a browser. Rather, it opens inside the app, allowing you to keep traffic within the site. So if you have done Facebook or all these things, ये चीज देखे होगे. So market researchers call this the dash dash effect, because in simpler terms, they say a user can enter any time into these apps, but can never truly exit the app, and then the user gets hooked onto them. What is the name of this effect inspired by something iconic from the 1970s? And remember the fact, this is a music question. So stay on it. See what is happening. Second para pe you have a blank sizes bhi hai. What is happening? See the words. A user can enter anytime but can never truly exit. Think some different synonyms for this. And just give me the two blanks. Kya hai? Something obviously from music. Simple, straightforward question. I'll say very, very popular, at least among engineering students, hopefully. So, question number 6 now. Sea anemones, a group of marine predatory animals, are extremely under threat due to global warming. Because of this, a certain species of marine life, like animal marine life, could be rendered homeless in the years to come because they shared a symbiotic relation with the anemones. So these other marine life, they stay with the anemones. So anemones if extinct hoga, to ye log bhi extinct hoga. The Indian Express covered this news in a headline, highlighting the fact that this species of marine life, not the sea anemones, the other marine life, might become extinct forever. What was the headline, which was the opposite of something from the earlier part of the millennium? उसमें first word ही बस change हुआ है. So अगर सोचो, so it's entertainment, it's something from movie or TV show etc. right? तो अगर first का नाम था सोचो happy days, इसका नाम हो गया sad days. So something like that. Just the first word का तुमको antonym देना है. See what is happening. You have a whole context. Some species might become extinct forever. Uske basis pe you have the whole pun. Something very, very iconic from the beginning of the millennium. This millennium, like 2000s ke shuru mein. Okay. 2 words, I needed 2 words. If you give me the original context, we'll be lenient. We'll give you half points. अगर तुम original pop culture context का नाम दो. But if you can give me the exact जो भी है, we'll give you 1 full points. Cool. So what is this headline? 2 words we'll need. Question number 7. In 2007, BlackBerry created 3 versions of this BlackBerry Curve 8300. The dash version contained the basic features. The dash version included a camera and a Wi-Fi, and the final version came with maximum features: a camera, Wi-Fi, GPS. So there are 3 different versions, 2-worded names. In all these cases, the second blank is the same. So second blank is the same. So what was the inspiration behind these names? Something familiar to most of us as a kids. So BlackBerry ने, and this is literature, so some kind of literature जो child बच्चे लोग एकदम बच्चे लोग जो पढ़े होंगे, so उसमें 3 different versions होंगे. You can see there is one version with most basic, there is a second version slightly advanced, and there is a third version maximum advanced, and all 3 में the second word is the same. So just give me the broad context what was the inspiration behind the names. Cool. Nice and straightforward. What was the inspiration behind the names? Three, kids and literature broadly should help you. We'll move to question number 8 now. 8, again, art question. Chiaroscuro, which is Italian for light dark, is the use of strong contrast between light and dark, usually bold contrast affecting a whole word. It is a technical term used by artists and art historians for the use of contrast to model 3D objects and figures. 3D modeling should be helpful. So someone was trained in Renaissance art and chiaroscuro in this 16th and 17th century that allowed him to infer the truth about observations by him and prove certain imperfections exist. So who is this individual? You have a timeline, you have a location, someone is doing 3D modeling, all these things, technical. So take the most obvious guess, who is the individual? What were these imperfections? So this guy was observing a lot of things और उसने prove किया कि yeah, some imperfections exist based on his observation. So what were these imperfections? Need 2 words for the second part. First part में name, surname will do. Second part में 2 words at least. And again, if it helps, the question is nothing to do with art. Like art is covered, like because this guy was inspired by Renaissance arts. That's the arts part. So it's not an artist. Like he's not famous as an artist. Let's call it. He obviously was trained in art, but not like he was not very famous as an artist. Let's say. उस समय बहुत लोग बहुत कुछ करते थे. ठीक है? Need a person, and what are these imperfections? Some very well-known imperfections that we know. Like half a points each. Question 9. Again a music question. This guy became famous worldwide few years back as the person with the highest liked comment on YouTube. His comment was, "I am the dash dash," was a beautiful pun incorporating the name of the music video he commented on, and also a prominent characteristic feature of his, which you can see in the image, with the first word adding a letter to the original song ka name. So what was the comment? So you have blanks. It is given ki kya ho raha hai. This is a person who has a prominent characteristic feature, and he made this funny comment by adding one letter to the original song ka name. Again, same logic. If you give me the original song ka name, will give you half points. If you give me the exact उसने जो pun बनाया, again very derivable from the image and जो भी है, from the blanks etc., will give you full 1 points. Two words, two small words, as you can see. Just give to her. Very iconic music video. And think what is the most prominent characteristic feature of this guy. That should help. And the fact the whole line, "I am the something something," that should also help. Because the original song also go like that. "I am the something something." And this guy is a man, that also might help. Think that is enough, friends. We will move to next. I just need 2 blanks, the punny name. Hello, an entertainment question. So I am from Kolkata, so tribute to the Bengali art. So dash Byomkesh, same word is in bold blanks, is a Indian Bengali mystery thriller. This is the movie adaptation, occurs in a culturally significant Indian city. So just I think some grammar issue there. The movie adaptation takes place in a culturally significant Indian city. The title of the movie is apt since it is the same as a famous slogan associated with the city. And the last word of that slogan replaces the word Byomkesh here. Why this is apt is the meaning remains same as the word Byomkesh also means the same. So just tell me which culturally significant Indian city. Again, it's not Kolkata if it comes out. This is not Kolkata, nothing to do with Bengal. So which city is the movie set in? And what is the title of the movie? The original slogan. Just give me the same word, which is like repeated word. Cool. 2 words, both are the same words. So if you know what Byomkesh means, you can work out from there also. If you think the most obvious cultural city in India, uske baad you can think what is this quote associated with that city, like commonly used in that city. So usse bhi you can get. So I need half point for the city and half point for the movie ka title, basically the first words, the original slogan. You can go anywhere. We'll take variations as long as I get the 2 things. Okay, 2 parts, nice and simple. City name and the title of the movie. Question number 11. A certain lesser known English novel is about the trials and tribulations of young upper caste woman who must negotiate London society for the first time, and who one of them falls in love with a social superior. This is a story of very less known English novel. One of the final passages of the novel goes like, "Remember, if to dash and dash you owe your miseries, So wonderfully is good and evil balanced, that to dash and dash you'll also owe their termination. Someone is telling a phrase because of which you get your miseries also from there, and you get your miseries ka end also. Like these three-worded phrases say you will get bad also, you will get good also. So this is one phrase in that novel. No, we don't know that novel obviously, but this phrase is famous. So which phrase with the first and third word alliterative, and this phrase first became extremely popular in 1813 is this? You have a rough, so you have a rough timeline. You have the fact that this is alliterative. So it's like Jack and Jill, something like that. So J and J is there, right? So that kind of an answer I need. And this is about trials of young woman, London society, all these things. Take the most famous name that you know, and this is again a literature question. The answer is obviously here. The answer is something to do with literature. Timeline hai, all these things. Hai. Take the most obvious guess. And if you are not a very big literature buff, which I'm not, so still you would know this thing. Okay. So what is this thing? Yeah, you have to fill the blanks, Atul. There are 3 blanks, right? That is the phrase. The same 3 blanks in both the parts. Just give me, what is this? Okay, give me the phrase. Again, an art question. Children of Men is a dystopian thriller movie by Quaron. The narrative takes place at a time when human infertility threatens our extinction. The director expertly placed an entity in the backdrop of the grand room where a dinner takes place. Because of all this, this selection indicates that the director's desire to underline the hypocrisy of authoritarian systems, which lead to destruction and chaos. But the original entity was about a different country, though. So this movie takes place in London, England, all these things. So the original entity was from a different country, if I could clarify. So it's not to do with London and all, if you've seen the movie. So I want, what is the entity that was placed in the backdrop by the director? This is an art question, so has to be some painting, some sculpture, something. So just tell me what was placed in the backdrop. Again, something to do with, if you can see, threatens our extinction, it is dystopia, hypocrisy of authoritarian system, chaos. So jo bhi painting or sculpture tha, that symbolizes all these things. So just tell me, what was this? Fair enough. Neither the name of a painting or an sculpture. Nikunj, exact name or half points for artist. So yeah, if you can give me the exact name, that's fine. If you can give artist ka name and description of the painting, that also will do. So say if it is Starry Night by Van Gogh, you can say Van Gogh painting which shows a lot of stars or ये सब. अगर वो story भी दे दो, we'll give you points, not an issue. At least तुमको artist का name और उसमें क्या हो रहा है, that you have to show. ठीक है? Just artist name won't do points. Artist name and a brief description we will be lenient and give. Cool. So question 12 हो गया. Question 13. Again, just need either the painting or artist name plus a description of the painting. Chalo. Both the flag and the coat of arms of the Ulster region in Northern Ireland feature a symbol which is a big part of folklore of the place. One of the stories of the origin of the name of the symbol is from a translation of the term Rubente Dextra by John Milton, which refers to Jupiter's wrath. So this is one story, like Latin say, how this phrase originated. So what is this symbol intrinsically associated with a famous TV show? But remember, this is a music question. So the answer is something to do with music also. Like again, I could have put this in a entertainment question also, but I'm putting this as a music question. So that is an added hint. So you have a rough region, Ulsters in Northern Ireland. It's a symbol and it's called Rubente Dextra. So if you know basic science या basic Latin का idea कि Dextra क्या होता है और Rubente meaning क्या होता है, you can get that from. So I need the name of the symbol. name, description. You can get like 2-3 words में भी हो जाएगा, but just yeah, what is the symbol called, Jyosna? And this is a music question, so whatever this is, that has to have, say, a song name, an album name, something. That is why it's a music question, right? Yeah, Nikunj, it's music related. This is like we are doing M.E.L.A, right? So 13 number. So this is something to do with music and something to do with a famous TV show also, as I've mentioned. So I'll clarify, this is a song name from a TV show. So need the name of the song, which is same as this symbol. Cool. So what name of the song we'll need? So an article, question number 14, entertainment. An article tried to decode one of the major mysteries that has been persisting for decades, which is the appearance of someone. So this is the scientific reason behind someone's appearance we're discussing. So the dash in animals poses a form of camouflage to blend in with leaves and grasses. It is present in lizards, amphibians, birds, etc. But dash is also a sign of a complex chemical that is essential for the survival of plants. Another theory for this is that this is due to sea slug, which gets this by eating algae. So you have two theories कि इस बंदे का appearance ऐसा क्यों है. The article concludes that this activity may also be the reason behind his lifespan. So what has been researched in this article? So I need to, first part ke liye I need someone's something. Like this is Harry Potter's scar is due to this. First part mein kya thing? You have leaves, you have a complex chemical, you have algae. All this one thing should come to your mind. First part. And lifespan. So whoever this thing is, whoever this character or whatever it is, that person has a high lifespan. So that should also help you. So just tell me like that, Harry Potter's scar, us tarah ka answer. Second part is, what is this activity? So this is the reason behind Harry Potter's scar, like that first part. Second part is, what is this activity? Okay. Question number 15, a literature question. And so again, we are all engineers. A lot of us are engineers. So just tried to put a Playboy based question. So those who don't know, Playboy also had a lot of famous authors featuring. So this is one of them. A 64 ka Playboy edition featured a sci-fi story by Arthur C. Clarke, the famous author. In this story, telephones start talking to each other in an unusual code speak. Soon enough, the telephones worldwide together create chaos that rapidly brings an end to the world. Very dystopian story. A young boy at that time was reading the magazine and got inspiration for his big idea. When he joined MIT later in his life, he led his idea to fruition. Who was this young guy? Very, very famous person from the world of science, tech, etc. So literature part khatam ho gaya. So who was this young guy and what came of a result of this story in Playboy? Something very, very integral came out as because of this thing. Both parts are related. So this guy is known for this thing. So if you get one, you will definitely get the other. And see what is happening. Telephones are talking to each other worldwide together. They are getting connected. So all this, what is happening? Need the name of person, half point, and need this thing. Half point for person, half point for this invention you can call or whatever happened. Okay? One word each. Like second part ke liye there are multiple variations I'll accept. Will be lenient. So that was question number 15. Now another art question. In 2015, The Guardian published an article about the migration crisis in Europe, titled "The 200-year-old painting that puts Europe's fear of migrants to shame." So the article says about this, there is a black hole of horror at its heart. And now I have to ask, why can't we modern Europeans show the same compassion and humility that made our forebears flock to see this protest against the callous indifference to people abandoned in sea? Very good description of whatever painting it was. So what was this quote unquote protest? Or in simpler terms, just give me the name of a painting. About question 15, Jyotsna, you asked, do we get part points? Yeah, so every question, if you see, I'll just show. 2 parts, right? So guys, everywhere there's a part points. If you give me the name of the person or the invention, both have half points. So yeah, to 16 mein, you have a timeline. This is Europe. And second para very well describes the painting. So you just tell me what is this painting. Here I'll need the name, like at least a bit part of the name, not the exact name. क्योंकि यहाँ पे description तो मैंने दे ही दिया है painting का. So here we'll need the name of the painting. And pretty famous painting, I'll say. Like pretty famous. European painting, obviously. All these things have callous indifference to people in the sea and all these things. So very good Guardian article. They juxtaposed it with this painting. So that was question number 16. Last 4 questions for prelims. Again, a music question. To celebrate a 40th anniversary, this British entity released a special kind of lager beer in 2015. They partnered with a Czech brewery to create this special Pilsner beer. An interesting part of this association is this: the beer is supposed to be brewed in a very apt region of Czech Republic, which is very much associated with this entity, very much associated with this anniversary. जहां से भी ये brew किया गया. Which royal entity in this? Remember, this is a music question. Whose anniversary were they celebrating, or what is the Czech region? Both the parts are very much related. Like first part and second part are obviously related, and second part maybe I have asked 2 things, right? Because both have like same words, you can say. So if you get either tell me what 40th anniversary they were celebrating, or what is this Czech region. There's a reason I'm asking either one of them. So give me the entity जो लोग celebrate कर रहा था और किस चीज का celebration था. Cool. 2 parts, nice and simple. Very, very famous region in Czech Republic. Very, very famous, whatever they were celebrating. Very, very famous entity also. Pretty famous, all the parts. Okay? 2 parts again, part points as we have discussed. Which entity and whose anniversary were they celebrating? Question 18. And again, I have an image. If I'll stay in the image. The image should definitely help. So we'll stay on the image for 10 odd seconds. So this is the image of the lager. That should definitely help. So we stayed on the image. We'll go to question number 18. What is the inspiration for this video? Need at least a proper noun plus few words. So this is in Hindi again. I'll give an explanation also, but we'll play the video first.
देख क्या रहे हो समर?
निहत्ते हैं ये मामा जी।
तो तेरे भाई और बाप को क्या खुली जंग में ललकार कर मारा था एक? न्याय और नियम के पछड़े में कमजोर मत बनो समर। नीति को समझो। जिस संकल्प को लेकर इस संग्राम में उतरे हो उसे पूरा करो। याद रखो, राजनीति में हमेशा जीत को मान मिलता है और तुम्हारी जीत तब तक पूरी नहीं होगी जब तक जीवित है। कम ऑन, फिनिश।
सूरज,
So the video is played while explain. So Ranbir Kapoor and Nana Patekar are talking. So Nana Patekar asks Ranveer to kill this guy So he tells that these people are nihatte, these people are disarmed, so I should not kill him. So Nana Patekar gives him wisdom that you should kill him because they did not kill your father when he was armed. They also killed your father like this. So you should kill this. And he talks a lot about politics, etc. So all this was very obviously inspired from something. So what is this whole scene inspired by? I need one proper noun plus few keywords. Like one proper noun plus one keyword will actually do, but one proper noun plus context. Okay? This entire thing was very obviously inspired by something. Okay? Pretty simple, straightforward question, I'll say. I'll play one more time and then we'll leave. And then we'll go.
देख क्या रहे हो तुम्हारा?
निहत्ते हैं ये मामा जी।
तो तेरे भाई और बाप को क्या खुली जंग में ललकार कर मारा था इन्होंने? न्याय और नियम के पछड़े में कमजोर मत बनो समझ। नीति को समझो। जिस संकल्प को लेकर इस संग्राम में उतरे हो उसे पूरा करो। याद रखो, राजनीति में हमेशा जीत को मान मिलता है और तुम्हारी जीत तब तक पूरी नहीं होगी जब तक ये जीवित है। कम ऑन, फिनिश।
सूरज।
So again, Nana Patekar tells him a lot about Niti, a lot about how you have to win and everything, and then he kills. So Jyotsna, you asking if he explained what is the entity, that is the answer, right? Yeah, you have to give me isme the name, a proper noun and one word. Like what is this inspired from? You can give me a long story or you can end in one or two words, that's also fine. But at least I need a proper noun and the keywords. Okay, we'll go to next question, penultimate questions of prelims. So this is a literature question, but again, as a lot of questions you have seen, we have like inspired by this also. So this is a pop culture, but the answer is literature. In the Rick and Morty episode, the family's pet dog uses his powers to construct a full body suit, expresses just how angry he is about the way dogs have grown from wild beasts to humans' playthings, and gathers up a crew of fellow pups to rule over the Smith family. This is the plot of that episode. In a subsequent scene in that episode, he angrily demands that he should be called Dash and not Snuffles, with the name here be a reference to his complexion. So जो उसने बोला कि मुझे ये नाम से बुलाओ, that is a reference to his complexion also. I have a photo also for this. So this whole arc is inspired by something very obviously. What from the 1940s is this arc clearly inspired by? That's a literature part, like the literature thing. So what from 1940s literature is this arc inspired by? And very aptly given this inspiration, what is the new name that Snuffles demands? So second part mein, if you know the first part and something about it, then you will get the second part. So images follow of Snuffles and a lateral hint to the second part. So this is Snuffles. This is that dog. So this is wearing the suit. The fact to note is he is white. So जो भी उसने बोला कि मुझे ये नाम से बुलाओ. So because he is white, that can be a reference. The other reference is that literature context. And the second image that I have you is this guy. This is a real life guy who also lived in that time, 1930s, 1940s. That should, if you know the context, then this should help you as a lateral hint. This guy ka photo. Very famous from history. So this guy's photo should help for the second part. First part is a broad context, as I said, what from the 1940s. Second part is a name, the blank, which is a reference to his white complexion and also the fact that, or also to something in the 1940s source. Okay? So half point, I think most people should get if from this context itself. The half point, if you know the context or the Rick and Morty, then you might get. So two parts, two simple parts, two names. And the final question, We'll have a rerun, but a final question for this prelims. The final question is here. Art question. Camembert, image on next slide, is a moist, soft, creamy cow milk cheese. It was first made in Normandy in northern France. Okay? In 1931, the cheese inspired probably the biggest claim to fame of someone. It is said to have been inspired by a certain aspect of its appearance when subjected to an outdoor condition. This is the story which is said. This is apt because this person also spent a part of his life in France when his country, not France, was going through a crisis a few years later. From 1931. So France ke aspas, some country was going through a crisis that could help which country this is from. But even if not, all this context is there. You have this soft, creamy cheese, etc., etc. So what did this cheese inspire? Need a work, an element in it for full points. I'll show you an image and then I'll tell you what I need. So this is the camembert cheese. As you can see, this is the camembert cheese. This is, you can see color, you can see shape, etc., etc. Now I'll go back to the question. So this is art question. So again, something in a painting or a sculpture. So I need the work and an element. So again, taking the example of Starry Night, I need Starry Night and say the stars in Starry Night. That kind of answer I need. Starry Night and star in Starry Night. Okay, cool. So need the name of a work. And again, name ke badle same thing. If you can, isme name ke badle, if you can give me the painting ka painter, usme kya ho raha hai, and then this element, that also will work. If this is the painting by Van Gogh, where there's a lot of stars, there's a lot of church, ye sab agar tum explanation de do, that will also work. Like 2-3 words with an explanation with the painter name, that should work. Otherwise, if you just give me the work, half points. If you just give me the element, again, half points. Cool. Pretty famous painting and pretty famous this thing. So now I'll do a very quick rerun, guys. Check karna. We'll stay in each question for 5 to 10 seconds and I'll tell ki kya chahiye. And tum log like ye kar dena. So like check the order, yes up, and then we'll give you 10 seconds or to finalize and then we'll close the. Uske baad stay in the call, we'll tell the answer. So question number 20, isme work 5 half points and element in the work half points. Question number 19, the Rick and Morty episode, I need 1940s ka literary work half point. Or what is the name that Snuffles demands? Refers to his white complexion, etc., etc. Refers to the work also. So half points for the literary work, half points for the name. Question number 18, again, Ranbir Kapoor killing Ajay Devgan. I need a proper noun and I need some words with the proper noun. So a lot about values, a lot of gyan was going on. So what is this scene inspired by? This is question number 18. Yeah, Josna, we are having a rerun. Question number 18. So question number 17 is this. Which is this royal entity? Again, music question. Which is the royal entity and whose anniversary were they celebrating? You saw the image also. So half points for entity, half point for what anniversary? Both are obviously linked. Question number 16. So what is this painting that I need? Again, here I need the name because the explanation I've given. I need the name of the painting. Very famous painting. Question number 15. So this is this. Who was this young guy from the field of science and tech? Half points. And what came out as a result of the story? Half points. Again, telephones are talking to each other. They are connected. So Vedansh, question number 16 mein just the painting, right? So immigration hai, something about sea, etc., etc. hai. So just need the name of a painting, 16 mein. 15 में need a person and what is his claim to fame, what did he invent. Okay, clearly given, half a points. Question number 14, what has been researched in the article and what is the activity? So the answer I need is, what kind of an answer I need is, first part is just making up the answer. Ki, say this is the reason of Harry Potter's scar and this is due to excessive drinking water. Does not make sense here, but just give me a thing. So it's an activity. So what is what characters, what appearance, and what is the activity? So Harry Potter's card is due to drinking too much water. That kind of an answer. Half a points each. Question number 13, again, music. What is this symbol? Rubente Dextra, Ulster region in Northern Ireland. All this is there associated with the famous show. So it's some piece of music from the show, like associated with the show, let's call it. Question number 12. So this is what artwork was placed by the director in the backdrop. So some painting or sculpture was placed. Extinction, destruction, chaos, authoritarian regime. Here again, if you give me the painter or sculptor and the work, description of the work, will give you full points. If you give me just the name, then also will give you full points. Isme you can give me the kya ho raha hai, will give you points. So this is the Van Gogh painting where there's a lot of stars, you'll get the points. So question number 12 was. Question number 11, I need this 3-worded phrase. Very, very famous in literature. You have this young upper class woman, London, and the first and third words are alliterative. So it's like Jack and Jill. I'll give that same example. Question number 10, dash dash Byomkesh. So this is set in a culturally significant city, which is, again, I said not Kolkata, nothing from West Bengal. So just tell me the city ka name, half points. What is the title of the movie? Or just give me the 2 blanks, which are the same words. It's like John, John, Jack, Jack, something like that. Okay? Two parts. Question number 9. This is a person. What is the comment? 2 words I need. This is a pun on the song ka name with 1 letter added to the first thing. Either give me, if you give me song ka name, will give you half points. If you give me the exact punny name, will give you full 1 points.